Hello everyone. Welcome to Say It with Roz. I just want to briefly touch on something that I saw today where, not trying to alarm anyone, but I saw this article that was saying that one of Putin's, the title of the article says, Putin hitman threatens to blow U.S. to hell with radioactive tsunami as World War III fears explode. I just feel like, boy, we're just... It's like we're sitting on a power keg, powder keg, ready to explode at any minute. So much stuff is happening, But it's been one of my worries for a little while now, hoping that we don't end up in some type of war, especially with these people seem to be trying to make enemies of everyone, make us enemies of everyone, People are just not looking very favorably on the U.S. right now. Although some people keep telling us that we are the most respected country in the world and everyone loves us now, but it doesn't take much to see that that's not true. But this kind of concerned me a little bit. And the reason that, I'm going to read this. Let's see, a prominent Vladimir Putin propagandist has unleashed a scathing tirade against the United States on Russian television, warning of a nuclear tsunami that would obliterate the country in response to potential U.S. sanctions aimed at crippling the Russian economy. So I guess they're upset about the potential of some additional sanctions being put on Russia. And so I asked AI, what I asked AI was the U.S. threatening new sanctions on Russia? And it came back and it said yes. There have been discussions and indications that the U.S. may impose new sanctions on Russia in response to various geographical actions, including its involvement in Ukraine and other international conflicts. These sanctions are typically aimed at specific individuals, entities, or sectors of the Russian economy. And it goes on to say the situation is dynamic, which means it's, constantly moving. It could change, whatever. So for the latest updates, it's advisable to check reliable news sources, to see what's actually going on. But I found that very interesting and concerning. I sure hope we don't end up in a war, especially a nuclear war. Who's prepared for that? Regular citizens are not. We don't have bunkers that we can go down in, like all of these people with their money, and power. Or we can't get on Air Force One and get the heck out of here, We'll be like we're the ones that will take the hit. But I just wanted to make people aware of that. You know, so many things are brewing, people. We really need to be prepared for anything. Anything can happen. Who knows? We have no idea. You know, God, I miss the days when I didn't have to wake up every morning and wonder what the heck is going to happen today. What's going to come up today, you know. But anyway, I'm just making y'all aware of that in case you didn't know. Over and out.